Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Tivankar. I'm the founder of TechGates. Today I'm excited to introduce VOXScribe. It's an AI-powered trilingual transcription solution designed to completely transform how modern customer care services can manage their customer interactions. In every call center, in every customer care service, or in any business who manage a hotline, conversations are full of valuable insights. But listening to call recordings one by one is much time consuming and pretty much inefficient. You have to listen to hours of long call recordings just to find a tiny bit of information, just to find a small customer interaction, or maybe a positive lead, or maybe just a complaint. Still, you have to listen to hours of call recordings. So, the VOXScribe can absolutely change that. VOXScribe automatically converts recorded calls into highly accurate text using advanced AI models, but it doesn't stop at just transcription. It can do many more amazing things beyond that. One of the VOXScribe's strongest advantage is its trilingual support. It can deliver accurate transcription in Sinhala, Tamil, and English. So the VOXScribe goes several steps further by summarizing conversations. So it can summarize conversations in all three languages. So it gives you summary in all three languages. And also it can analyze the conversation, and it can give every conversation a sentiment value, whether that conversation is positive, whether it's negative, or the natural. So one of the coolest and amazing feature of the VOXScribe is its search functionality. So the basically you can find out specific topics, maybe a specific custom interaction, or maybe an inquiry that you are looking for, or maybe an complaint that made by a customer, just typing several keywords. So the basically VOXScribe can give you instant clarity on what really happened in every call. Let's look at some of the features that we have talked about and other amazing features VOXScribe can offer by logging to the VOXScribe portal itself. So you can access the portal using portal.voxscribe.ai. So the VOXScribe solution is deeply integrated with our cloud hosted PBX and call center solutions. So the customers who are already on either of those platforms can sign up for this VOXScribe service, and also customers who are having our on-prem call center systems can also sign up to the VOXScribe. So let's look into the portal. So I'm going to log in with my username and password. Here is my dashboard, and so you can see my licensing summary for the current month. So I will explain you how the licensing works later in this video. And on my right hand side I can see my transcription summary for the month. So total recorded calls I have, so how many of them were completed transcription, so how many of them are pending to be transcribed. And so in here I can see transcription summary, today's transcription summary for the call queues that I have. So we can see how many total recorded call I have in every call queue, and how many of them were completed the transcriptions, and how many of them are pending right now to be transcribed. So we have a filter option here. You can filter by call queues and agents, and so we can select the date range and as well as time frame. Right, so I'm going to select this entire month, the current month, and so I'm gonna click on display report. Right, so it will show me all the recorded calls from January 1st to today, including the calls that have been already transcribed and the calls that are pending to be transcribed. So, on the portal, so I have a couple of several tabs. The first one is completed, where you can find the completed transcriptions, and you have a pending tab, which is you can find the calls that are waiting to be transcribed, and we have a settings tab. Alright, so let's move into the completed tab first. So this is where I can find all of my call recordings on this current month, where the transcription has been already completed. So as you can see, we have several columns. So we have date and time column, and we have call queue and the agent. Call queue, in terms of call queue, so we can enable transcription for outbound call queues as well. So we have several inbound and outbound call queues here, and we have the agent column, agent who answer or make the call, and we have the number, customer number, talk time, and we have option to download and play the call recording as well, and we have option to view the transcription and as well as download the transcription, and finally we have a sentiment column. So we can search and filter out using any of these column. You can just type the agent name, and you can filter out by the agent name and the customer number, and the call queue, or maybe date and time. And finally, so we can sort it out and filter out using sentiment value. So I'm gonna take all the positive calls. I'm gonna sort it out using the positive. So it shows me all the positive transcription, positive conversations for the current month. So I'm gonna take one of these as an example and see why this conversation rated as positive by the AI. Um, on this pop-up transcription window, um, on the top you can play the call recording as well.
Hello.
Username password.
And you can see the sentiment value. So the AI has rate this conversation as positive, and you have the summary in all three languages, regardless of the the native language conversation has happened. So the finally we have the entire conversation in the native language, which is Sinhala. The conversation had happened in Sinhala, as you heard in the call recording. So it's segregated like customer, and agent. So why the AI rated this conversation as positive? Because the customer wants to change some settings on his app, and one of our engineer was able to successfully make those changes in his app. So customer was finally satisfied. So that's why AI has understood the overall conversation and rated as positive. So same as I can filter out negative transcription, negative conversations as well. Just have to type the negative, and it will show me all the negative conversation. So we will open one of the negative transcription and see why it's rated as negative. Alright, so as per the summary, you can see, so one of the customer has reported an issue, but unfortunately agent who answered the call wasn't able to provide a solution while on the call. So because of that reason, so AI has rated this, he has given the sentiment value as negative for this transcription. um, like, so you have seen how these transcription summarization and this sentiment analysis help you to identify where you perform best, and as well as most importantly where you perform weak. Alright, I'm going to show you the most amazing feature of the VOXScribe, which is its search functionality. In the traditional way, if you want to find out specific topics, or if you want to find out a specific inquiry, you have to listen to hours long of call recordings. So with the VOXScribe, you can just find out any topics or any customer interactions or any complaints or any inquiry, just typing a keyword. So if I want to find out the people who have talk about the cloud PBX, I just have to type the word, maybe cloud or the PBX. So let's see how it works. If I just type the PBX, so it will show me all the transcription that the PBX word has mentioned on, and it will also give me which call queue and the date and timestamp, the agent who answered the call, and I have option to see the full transcription as well. So let's try a few more example. Let's just type the call center. So here I can see people who inquire about the call center solutions, right? So if I be more specific, so these are the conversations that customers inquire about. Maybe they talk about the call center solution, right? If I just want to type, maybe let's just try giving some technical word like the AnyDesk, right? So it show me all the conversation that the AnyDesk word has mentioned on. So if you want to find out any specific maybe the complaint, so then you don't have to listen to the call recording. You just have to type the maybe customer name, or maybe any key phrase that you suspect they might have talked about, or maybe a product, or maybe a service, right? This is how you leverage VOXScribe to find out specific topics and the customer complaints, even though you may not have the CRM or complaint management system. Alright, so we can move into the pending transcription tab. So this is where we can find calls that have not been transcribed yet. Let's move into the settings tab and see what are the configuration settings we have here. So the first one is auto transcription configuration. So what we can do here is, so we can select specific call queues and agents that needs to be transcribed automatically. So we can select only the necessary call queues and agents that needs to be automatically transcribed. So by doing that, you have the transcription available instantly. So even though you may not them configure automatically, once you click the transcription button, it will transcribe the audio in the background. You have the transcription in few seconds. So you can configure the schedule transcript. We call it a schedule transcript. You just have to select the call queues which you want to automatically transcribe, and the agent as well. By doing this, by configuring only the most needed call queues and agents, you can save some of the licensing minutes as well. So which is I will explain later how the licensing works. So the next one is we have keyword trigger email alerts. If you are looking for specific keywords, like if you are looking for specific inquiries to made on a specific product or service, you can configure keyword trigger email alerts. So soon as the VOXScribe detect those keywords on any transcription, so instantly you will get an email along with the transcription as well. So I'm going to explain you how this transcript prompts works. So this is where you can give a little bit of an introduction about your business or process to the VOXScribe AI. You can configure custom prompts for each and different call queues. Um, you can have custom prompts for different call queues, either could be inbound or outbound as well. So basically you can configure common words or maybe technical terms, technical words you are speaking with your customers day to day, and as well as your product names, your service names, and also of course your employee names, so any business terms um, as a prompt to the VOXScribe. So by doing this, this will help VOXScribe to transcribe those words very accurately. Yeah, so that's all about transcript prompts. Alright, so here's how the licensing works. So as you can see, I have 30,000 minutes, license minutes assigned to my account. Likewise, certain number of minutes will be assigned to your account as well, depending on the VOXScribe package that you will be purchasing. So I can use these license minutes against duration of my call recordings to transcribe call recordings. Um, so as you can see, I have a total 30,000 license minutes, and I have used about 14,046 minutes to transcribe recorded calls, and I have about 15,953 minutes remaining for this current month. And my license will be expire on December 31st this year. Um, so usually your license will renew every month, so it's a monthly subscription service. So you will have to pay a monthly subscription fee to renew the license. Um, so one thing you have to keep in mind is that when you activate auto transcribe in the background, so you have to purchase sufficient minutes per month according to the total duration of your call recordings. Yeah, so that's how the licensing works. So if you have any questions, you can always contact our technical support and the billing for license inquiries. Alright, so that's all about the VOXScribe. So I hope you have an idea about how this VOXScribe works and how it can enhance your customer service. So if you have any questions, you can reach our technical support, and also we are very much happy to very much delighted to give you a free trial to experience this VOXScribe by yourself. So like I explained you in the beginning, so customers who are already on our cloud hosted PBX or call center service can easily sign up for this VOXScribe service as well. So as well as customers who are currently using our on-prem call center solution can also subscribe to this service. Alright, so thank you for watching. Have a nice day.